and welcome or welcome back. Today I have a very exciting video because I thought we could unbox, and I say unbox, our new travel system. So for those who don't know, I'm Paige and I'm currently 6 months pregnant with my first baby. Now I've done a lot of research and I've spent a lot of time looking into different types of travel systems, prams, pushchairs, buggies, sort of the pros and cons with all of them, and finally settled on the Cosatto Wow XL bundle. So I said unboxing because I have actually unboxed all of this. We went through it and took out all of the packaging because it came with a ridiculous amount of plastic wrap on it, and I thought no one wants to see me sit and take all of that out. So we have unboxed it, we set it up, we had a little go of it, but I thought I could go through it and sort of say or explain my favourite parts so far. Obviously we haven't used it yet. We won't really know the benefits or disbenefits until you really use it in real life, but for now I thought I'd go through my favourite parts and which bits I am most looking forward to using. So this bundle was on offer, it was on a summer sale, and I think it was £7.99, and this, compared to other bundles that I've seen, like Mamas and Papas and other brands like that, has always been the cheapest, and I think it was generally around £8.99, but on a summer sale it was £7.99. And then if you haven't ordered from Cosatto before, you get a 10% off, I think it was, or 15% off code. I think it was 10. So we got 10% off on top of that, so it ended up costing not much over 700, which I think for everything you get is a really good deal. So the reason that I went for this bundle, the XL bundle, I will say it is, if you're only planning on having one baby in it at a time, it's a big pushchair. It is big. It's probably too big, but I was sort of forward planning, and we may have more children if we're lucky enough within the next few years. So this sort of seemed like a really good option, because then we don't then, in a few years time, or in a year's time, a year and a half's time, we don't then have to buy another buggy that'll fit a newborn and a toddler in. This will do that. So this was definitely one of the biggest reasons why I bought this one. And secondly, I just heard really good things about them. I think they're a really nice, sort of friendly, family orientated brand, and I absolutely love the designs, and no other brand did anywhere near anything that I liked as much, especially not, the brands such as Mamas and Papas, Bubba, even sort of Silver Cross. They're very neutral, plain, whereas I like something a bit more out there, a bit funky, something that actually looks more child friendly rather than just aesthetic. So that's sort of why I went for this bundle. This is the sort of chassis of the pushchair, and it's got an absolutely massive basket in the bottom. I can't remember how many litres it said it held, but I will put that on the screen. It's got a little compartment at the back which is I think waterproof, and it's got a little zip which you can zip in your keys or your phone, things like that. And then I'll sort of try and put a close up on top, but it's also got a little board at the back for toddlers to stand on, so I think that goes up until 25 kilograms, so quite a big child can stand on the back of there. And then we have these are essentially what makes the pram convertible, so you can have it in, I think it was like something ridiculous like 57 different ways. I'm not going to go through them all, but it comes with, which I'll get out, some sets of adapters, so you can use these two sort of adapter points to put on all of the different things that you want. So you could have two bassinets on, and I think you can use it as like a twin bundle, or you can have the car seat and the normal front facing seat, or you can have them turned around. The list goes on. It honestly is endless, and the information pack that they send with it gives you all of the possible combinations for the pushchair as well, so that is fantastic. So this, first of all, sort of first impressions of the pram, really good, super easy to put up and down. It does weigh a little bit more, I will say that, but that just comes with having a bigger pram. The front wheels you can fix to go either sort of all directions or just forward. There's a foot brake at the back, and it's got an absolutely gorgeous leather handle, and the handle you can actually change the height of as well, which is fantastic. So next we will, so this, it does come in quite a lot of parts, so this is it assembled, but the hood and the foot muff and everything are detachable. So you can have, this is the underside of the pattern, which is sort of what sold it for me. So you can have just the seat itself, or this is sort of the winter fluffy foot muff, and it's one of the like cutest things about it, I think, is that it's got these this little pouch here to put the hands in to keep baby's hands warm. And then it's got a bumper bar, which also comes separately, which you can take on and off. And then straps, detachable straps. So this is if you want to take the foot muff on and off, you just take them off like that, and then it just sort of velcros in at the top. And it's got an absolutely massive hood, which is fantastic, which I suppose you can use in the summer if you want a little bit more shade, or in the winter if it's raining or anything. And the pattern goes all the way around the hood, so it's really sort of, I think, a bit more stimulating for baby, a little bit more interesting. And then one of my favourite parts is on the back. There's a little magnetic sort of peephole, so you can keep an eye on them, see what they're doing. But to attach the seat, all you do is you get these sort of anchor points and just pop them in to each side into the adapters that I was on about before, click them in, and you've got your seat on. It has got a handle at the back, so you can recline it all the way down, so it lays flat, or you can sit it upright. And then you can also change that, so this is the world facing option, but you can do parent facing as well, which is really good. And then you can also change the sort of foot rest as well, so you can put that up and down, which is amazing. So this is probably the one that you would use the most, I would guess, once baby gets a little bit bigger and can, you know, sit up on their own. So the bundle also comes with everything that you would need to adapt to any of the customisations. So it comes with all of these different adapters that you can pop on to make the pram, to make it into a double if you need to. So you can pop any of these on, and all of the instructions are in the leaflet that comes with it to tell you how to put all of the different seats on. Like you can put the car seat on and the bassinet, or you can put the bassinet and the chair. So that comes with all of them, and a nice little bag to keep them safe and all together. Okay, next thing, I will go through the changing bag that comes with it, which I'll be honest, this is one of the bits that I was looking forward to the most, to see what would come with it, what it was like, how big it was, because I'll be honest, they don't have too much information on the website, I don't think. about things like this that come with it, and I couldn't find anywhere to actually go and see this pram and, you know, like give it a test or see it in person. Not around where I live anyway, so I'll be honest, we were sort of buying a little bit blind. I had done, like I said, a lot of research and watched a lot of reviews on it, but yeah, one of the things that I was most interested in was the changing bag. So I've put a few different things in here as well, just to keep safe. So we've got all of the information that comes with it, includes like guarantees and safety information, things like that. The bundle also comes with 2 rain covers. I believe one fits the bassinet and one fits the sort of upright travel seat. So I haven't tested them out because I wanted to keep them nice and neat and small, but yeah, it also comes with them. Also with the bundle you get these little sort of plush toys. So you get 2 little birds which you can hang, I suppose from the hood or anything like that, or you can hang from the handles. They just velcro off, so we've not quite put them on yet. We'll put them on nearer the time. And it also comes with a little cup holder which you can slot onto the side of the handle just up here. Just slots in, and then yeah, you can sort of use it to put your coffee in or whatever if you are going out for a walk. So the actual changing bag itself is a long handle, sort of either shoulder or crossbody bag, but then it does sit quite nicely over the handlebars. So it's got obviously the same pattern, same little design on it. It's got a magnetic clasp at the front, which has got quite a big pouch, which I really like all these magnetic clasps because they're just so easy to get in, to get things out. You know, if you needed some wipes or anything like that, or you could put your phone in, you're not faffing around trying to undo zips or poppers, which I think is really handy. And then it has also got a zip pocket on the back if you wanted a little bit more, you know, if you want to put your phone in where no one's gonna, you know, put the hand in and get it, you can do that. It also comes with a little changing mat, in again the same design, and a wipeable material inside. So that's really handy, and it's got an inside pocket that fits in. It's got another smaller inside pocket next to it, and a sort of insulated thermal pocket for bottles. And then you've got the main compartment itself, which is just a big open compartment, and another zip compartment in the back, as well as a little sort of clasp to put your keys or anything that you don't want to lose. So that is a bit of a whistle stop tour to the changing bag. Obviously I haven't used this yet, I'm not sure what practicality will be like or functionality, but upon sort of first impressions it looks really good. I like the fact that it's got a big compartment in the middle, but it's also got little separate compartments, so you know, if you want to keep things, spare things dry, or if you've got anything that might be a bit wet or dirty, you can put them in the separate compartments. It's not gonna sort of impact your whole bag. So I might do like a review, say after a couple of months of using it, and see what I actually think of it then. But upon first impressions, very good, and it's very cute. The next part of this bundle is the bassinet, which is the same colourway as the rest of the pram. Quite self-explanatory really. When this came in the box, it's sort of flat packed, so you just have to extend the sides to get it sort of built. It comes with this sort of foot muff, which is detachable, so there's just a little zip down here, which you can just zip it off. If it's summer, I suppose you would want it a little bit cooler, and then the mattress also comes out, and it's all like washable and things like that. So you just zip that on, which is really good. I'm due in October, so I imagine we will be having this on as it gets into winter. And then the handle, you just sort of pull up until it clicks on both sides for the hood. And then one of my favourite features again is that it's got this little magnetic peephole, so you can see what baby's doing. And then this is another, I'm not sure if this is like a standard feature for bassinets now, but it's got like a 1-button release. So when it's actually on the chassis, all you do is push that button down and lift it away. And then it's got 2 little buttons on either side of the hood, just to put that back down. Yeah, quite self-explanatory. Again, these adapters just go in here on the actual pram, and you can change the positions using the other adapters that come with it. Okay, so the final bits of this travel system are, you get the car seat. Just move these out of the way. You get the car seat, which is again same colourway as the rest. I think pretty standard car seat, to be honest. It's the Acorn 2, which then fits with, which I didn't unbox because it's just going to go in the garage. So it fits with the Acorn 2. This is the rotating base. I think this bundle was called the Wow XL rotating bundle or something like that. So the seat essentially sort of twists to face out of the car door so that you can put baby in easier and then pop it back. So that's the base, and then you've got the car seat, which also there are some adapters that come with it, which mean you can put it on the pram, on the chassis, so you can have a car seat on the top and then this on the bottom, or the bassinet on the bottom. There's just so many ways to mix and match this bundle, which is, as I said before, the reason that we bought it. So yeah, it's got quite a good hood, I think, so it can keep obviously bad weather out, but also good weather. If it's sunny, it comes down quite far. And it's got the same pattern on the inside of the hood, so that's sort of a bit more stimulating for baby. It's just got a 1-button release for the straps, and then obviously it's got the layers of padding, which can be taken out as the baby gets bigger and older. All the instruction books and leaflets say have like the maximum weights for the baby for each thing. I can't remember off the top of my head what they all are, but I think they're also on the website if you wanted to go and look at them. So yeah, it's just quite a, I think, standard sort of car seat, which we're gonna get probably maybe next month, end of next month. Pop in the car and set up and just make sure that everything fits okay. Again, I'm not sure if these side bumpers are pretty standard on seats now. They just pop out and just give a little bit more sort of lateral protection if you're in an accident or anything like that. So yeah, I guess that's a bit of a whistle-stop tour to the Cosatto XL rotating bundle. You can buy, I think, each piece separately. So if you had, well, eventually if you had 2 toddlers that would need a seat, you would just buy another seat to go on and then use the adapters to put it on the chassis. So yeah, I think I'll probably do another video after we've used it for a little bit, just to see if I sort of change my mind on anything, if there's anything that I would say to look out for if you were buying or wanting to buy something like this. This is one of the only, they called it a multi-child systems that I've found, so I think it does seem really good if that's what you are wanting, if you've got a newborn and a toddler, or even 2 toddlers. I think this is definitely a good option because it's an all-in-one, and it's just got everything in one bundle, which is even better, so you know you're not having to buy things separately. But yeah, let me know if you have this bundle. What do you think of it? Is there anything that I've missed? Are there any sort of tips and tricks that I need to know about? And yeah, like I said, I'll come back after we've tried and tested it for a little bit and see if any of my opinions change, or if I've got any tips and tricks for you. So thank you if you got to the end of this video. Apologies if it's a little bit waffling, but hopefully next time I'll try and cut it down a little bit and be a little bit more concise on what I like or don't like. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in another video. Bye!